minute.
Behind the scenes.
Okay. See, and the biggest problem is they put American black women on a pedestal, so you get a whole lot of deniability and no accountability.
I agree.
And you got to stop tearing these males up. And then with the male, he tore up. First off, his mom tore him up. He loved her to death because that's his mom and she raised him by herself. But at the end of the day, he don't respect women, so he get out there and he fucking everything and dodging responsibility.
And I would like to add on to that by simply saying this, when it comes to the non-accountability thing, at the end of the day with black women, you have to ask yourself this question. The same way they had just a campaign on black men, they coming after y'all right now with the Nicki Minaj's and all of this, because the only thing they haven't destroyed is the one thing that used to rebuild us back up, the black women. And I'll break it down to as simple as the sexual aspect. Why is it that a black woman has to be a whore to be a rapper? Because they have to murder the very thing that builds us up, no matter how far we fall, no matter how far our community. Once we figure out the dynamic of bringing us back together, we always rebuild and flourish. So child support, an ungoverned, it's not a legal institution, it's not a judicial institution, it is not overseen by any agency of law. It is a private debt collection agency. And ask yourself this question: if I've been your friend for 20 years and I sue you, will you be my friend again? No. And they have black women suing their fathers of their children, hoping that there will be a resolve at the end after putting a man in a debt that can put him in jail. And I'm not negating the responsibility. Let me say this. I'm not negating the responsibility of men, but these things are perpetrated on our community. They tore us the hell up. They signed y'all up to tear us up, and now they coming after y'all because y'all got to sell it to us for us to ever get it again.
Okay, but listen to this. No. Listen.
She ready to hurt something.
Let's get it.
No, because one thing about me, I am not biased to the
Child support was invented to destroy the black
family. No,
family.
listen to this. No, listen to this.
Wasn't no problem with dads taking care of their kids for child support.
Period.
But
Clearly,
if we gotta go to child support, it's a problem. And me, and I hate to even do this on the camera, but this is because this is gonna get some. I want this for clarity and for this to be a resolution for somebody. Me, as far as my daughter's father, and it may be, no, we on the panel. This is serious. We trying to change something. Listen, we need to vibrate. Hold on. Now listen here.
Oh, please, I want you to get on.
Now, one thing is that I promised that I wouldn't do is I would not tear my daughter and her father's relationship up because of money. It took me to be at this age and time to be mature. But NIGGA, you was not handling your responsibility. No, will I not call child support on him? But I should, because I don't have an option when I only got $20 and my baby needs some Pampers. And nigga, you got an option? You got an option. I don't have one. You come and you bring what you like when you want, talking about, oh, I really don't want to give you no money. We need gas. We need lights. I'm providing all this. These little couple dollars you giving me ain't superseding nothing that I'm doing, going to the hospital, doing all that. Hold on. And what I'm saying is, that's fine, because me as a woman, I chose to have a kid. So don't get me wrong. I don't think that it's right for us as women to have all these kids by these different dudes that we know ain't really actually sugar honey iced tea, and then talk about, oh, he already had 4 kids. So when you had a baby by him, what made you think you was gonna be different?
Hello.
But at the end of the day, you still, as a man, need to take care of your responsibility.
Let me ask you this. I want to go biblical with it, brother. Please, I want you to cut you off. Let me ask you this. In those moments, sister, in those moments,
baby doll, 3.8. Get the.
I have a question for you. In those moments where you've done all this, the napkin.
Yeah, the napkin. Let's get the refill. Yeah, let's get refill. We need that.
Couple napkins. In that moment in which the disparity of need is there, and this man fails to make himself available, or he fails to provide for you, In those moments, because you're sitting here talking to me right now, did you die?
Absolutely not.
Answer the question. Sister, stop. Answer the question. Answer the question. Did you, sister, answer the question. Did you make it beyond that moment?
Absolutely.
So my point to you is simply,
I will not
sister,
fail.
please, baby, please do this for me. Just listen to me for a second. I'm telling you that as black people, we got to go back to the Bible. We also scream Christian. Hold on. We scream Christian because irregardless of what we know, that's what they still scream. You scream Christian from the top of your lungs. So let's go to the Bible about children and single mamas. Every child shall be born bearing their own bread. Sister, in every hard time, if you didn't fall and you didn't die in a moment, whoever saved you is who God sent to save you. If he didn't send that nigga, that's not who he intended for you to have. Let me finish. Let me finish. And when you have to look at, we get so hell-bent on looking at the issue, even after we get past the resolve. Okay? Now, you talked about bitterness earlier.
Yes.
You're holding on to a moment where you live in the same world this Negro does. And you both live in a city where there's an elevator, where there's not a glass ceiling on the financial disposition for black people, but there's a solid ceiling. $10 an hour, a black man my age in Columbus is doing good. And that's a crock of shit, because that's $400. That's $400 a week at 40 hours a week.
You can't live off that.
Okay, so my point is simply this. We hold on to shit that's not necessary. In the moment, I'm not negating that this man's responsibility, but I'm telling you what the Bible says. Every child is born bearing his own bread. He will make a way.
I believe that, and I'm not knocking that, but the still issue at hand, and I need to speak here.
Please.
Okay, listen. The issue at hand is that he has fallen short on his responsibility to provide for my child. But hold on. And okay, so listen. Okay, and just like I'm gonna need for you to touch on, just because that I feel as a woman or any woman feels that her friend should give her things, doesn't make her a hoe.
I ain't
Or
say
doesn't
that.
make it hoe. It don't make it look. It don't make it secret prostitution. As you
say
being
that.
my man, or you being my friend, or we have a relationship, you want to tell me that I'm not good enough for gifts that I got? What are you saying?
I'm not saying that, sweetheart. What I'm telling you,
What
hold on. What I am
you
saying is
What
this.
you saying?
This is a secret agenda that we could not possibly have any idea of how to figure out. That doesn't make it sense that you don't know. But the question is, how did you get a baby with a person that you didn't know none of this stuff about beforehand? And hold on, we can't skip that because we are failures as men. How many times we gonna tell this story that you got fooled by something you should have got fooled by because I charge sister with this every day, all day? Hold on. It's your gift of feeling. What you feel, you should have the natural ability.
But
Sweetheart, you can't, no.
Hold on.
Okay, my turn. Right now, I'm gonna do what Professor Griff did last night. I don't want to hurt your feelings. This is a disclaimer. You might hear some stuff that just might mess you up, but it's the truth. First of all, we need to get out something that was beaten to our slave ancestors. That's that damn Bible. Okay, now moving along.
Turn your back to me.
Yes, okay.
You gonna do
Come on, and I ain't gonna talk. Go ahead.
not that. Okay, let's get back on the family structure. Get back on. When you went and had this baby,
I know.
why y'all didn't learn? Why you hold up? Can I ask you? You can tell me. Hold up. Why you? First of all, it's about commitment. It's about family. At the end of the day, you're as strong as your family. What happened to that commitment level? First of all, independent women they think of themselves. Ain't no commitment. Second of all, the man that came up with an independent woman before ain't got no respect for a woman. This is why they break up. Child support destroyed the black family. Child support and welfare. Welfare came out during the Great Depression. At that time, men applied for welfare. Them white men that lost all their stuff and all their money, they applied for welfare and got it. They came out with this whole new thing around the time black people was fighting for it and asking for rights in the 50s. Okay, they came at the woman, look, all right, here, we'll give you a place to stay. We'll put money in your pocket. We do this. Matter of fact, we got to open this child support thing up over here, so you know what? Let me finish. We'll give you all that.
But he can't come.
but he can't come.
Oh,
First he hid. First he hid, then he left,
believe you.
then he stayed gone.
Uh-oh.
You sold your man out
Uh-oh.
to be taken care of.
Uh-oh. Don't do it.
Child support came out. Say like, hold up, while he over here, hold up, we gonna give you half. Now before this, if you had infidelity or something, you got nothing in a
That's right.
divorce or nothing. That was incentive for women to stay with their men.
Yeah, unhappy.
But now they talking about go fuck somebody else. Go, excuse my language. Go fuck somebody else. We gonna give you half the shit anyway.
Hold on. Now let's get to one more deeper aspect to this, brother. Do you know in American law that children born out of wedlock cannot be represented in a court of law? It's called Phyllis Nullis, the child of no one.
Oh, wow.
Old English law, baby. I'm not sitting up here
No,
spewing no shit about a bitter man about no child support, sweetie.
No.
These crackers challenged me and I took their ass to the bridge. I went because I wasn't a nigga running from my responsibility. I had a woman taking my child running state to state. So there's a dichotomy on both sides. And y'all gotta stop standing up on the damn hill. Hold on, let me say, I'm not accusing you.
No.
I'm saying that we gotta get off the woe is me hill, that I'm the only one. It took me going out hearing other brothers' stories to feel like I was not the only one. I thought the state of Ohio came after me because I left this city after have been on their federal drug convict laws and never convicted. After have had an arrest record here and challenged this city, I thought after I left here and made good that them crackers was sitting around somewhere going, how did this nigga make it out? He's doing good. Oh, send this out. They broke every law on the books to convict me for child support. I'm a man that sits here with a child who was given to me administratively. I'm a man that sat here that had a child that was given to me under the auspice after not missing one court date for my child in 12 years. There is a rule on the Ohio law books called Juvenile Rule 22B. Any parent that frivolously resists, denies, or does not respond to a child support order in their child's best interest is committing fraud. My daughter's mom did not show up from the time she was born until she was 12 years old. And the day that she showed up when she was 12, they took me to the bridge like I still had the same #1 rap group in the nation. And they told my ass a brand new one and reduced me from the #1 rap manager in America to a nigga in Ross County Prison. So when I'm telling you this shit is an orchestrated design to destroy our community, I'm telling you 100% that that's exactly
Lose the hate, come with the love, and we can heal and become the family, and all of this will be, because before welfare and child support, the black men took care of their kids. There was never an issue. The only people that didn't take care of their kids was the white men that was out there screwing all these black women, raping all them white women, having kids.
That was my next point. Hold on. I'm sorry, I gotta touch one more point that the brother brought up. Y'all wonder why white men will let you into their society. I'm not saying y'all, seriously. I'm just in general.